Become the person they never expected you to be. Hey everyone, welcome to Learn Something Everyday channel where we talk, learn, and discover new things every single week. If you're curious about everything and wanting to have a little bit of information about everything, well, you are in the right channel because here we've got something for everyone. So stick around until the end because I bet you don't want to miss every single detail of our topic for today. Become the person they never expected you to be. There comes a moment in your life when you wake up and realize that the world has already made up its mind about who you are. They think they know your limits. They think they know your future. They think they know your story. But the truth is, they only know the chapters you've allowed them to read. Inside you, there is someone else, someone braver, quieter, hungrier, stronger, a version of you that no one has met yet, a version you've been too afraid to show, a version you've convinced yourself you're not ready to become, a version that would shock every person who ever underestimated you. Tonight, we awaken that version. Tonight, you start becoming the person they never expected you to be. Become the person they never expected you to be. Let's be honest. People have already decided who you are. Your family thinks they know you based on your childhood. Your friends think they know you based on your mistakes. Your coworkers think they know you based on your job title. Your neighbors think they know you based on your lifestyle. But here's the truth they don't see. Humans are constantly becoming. You aren't a snapshot. You're a motion picture. You're a story still unfolding. Your potential still forming. But most people don't have the patience, curiosity, or depth to see who you're becoming. So they assume the version of you from years ago is the one that's here to stay. They say things like, "He's always been irresponsible. She's never going to succeed. He doesn't have ambition. She's too emotional. He never changes. She's not the type of person." They speak as if your story is finished, as if you're peaked, as if life is static. But the truth is, you are one decision away, one habit away, one moment away from becoming unrecognizable. And nothing scares people more than the idea that the person they dismissed might one day surpass them. Chapter 2: Why People Underestimate You. People underestimate you for 3 reasons. Reason 1, they judge you based on your past. Humans are terrible at updating their perception of others. If you were once shy, weak, lazy, poor, insecure, emotional, they freeze frame that version forever. But your past is not a prison. It's a classroom. It taught you what not to be. Reason 2, your growth threatens their comfort. Some people benefit from your smallness, your quietness, your predictability, your old patterns. Your growth disrupts the roles they depend on. Your strength challenges their ego. Your ambition exposes their stagnation. So instead of rising with you, they try to drag the old you back into the room. Reason 3, they can't imagine a future they've never seen before. People project their fears onto you, their insecurities onto you, their limitations onto you. Your vision is too big for their minds. Your potential is too real for their comfort. Their doubt is not a reflection of your capability. It is a reflection of their imagination. Never let someone with a small mind convince you that your dreams are too big. Chapter 3. The private version of you they don't know. There's a version of you that people never see. The version that stays up at night thinking. The version that dreams about a better life. The version that wants more. The version that feels stuck. The version that knows you're capable of greatness. People see your actions, but they don't see your intentions. They see your failures, but they don't see your efforts. They see your mistakes, but they don't see your growth. They see your current circumstances, but they don't see your future vision. They see your appearance, but they don't see your identity. They see the surface, but they don't see the soul. Never assume people understand your journey. Most don't even understand their own. Chapter 4. Becoming unrecognizable requires isolation. Every transformation begins in isolation. You must disappear before you can reappear. Not physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. The person you're becoming requires solitude, discipline, focus, sacrifice, silence, privacy. You cannot grow in the same room that broke you. You cannot evolve around people who cling to your old identity. Sometimes the greatest act of self-improvement is separation. Here's why. Growth confuses people. They don't recognize your new boundaries, your new discipline, your new priorities, your new identity. They will say you're acting different. Good. You're supposed to. Chapter 5. Becoming the person they never expected requires pain. Growth hurts. It hurts because you are shedding old versions of yourself. It hurts because your comfort zone is dying. It hurts because your old identity is fading. But pain is not the enemy. Pain is the signal that transformation has begun. Every new version of you requires the death of old habits, the end of toxic connections, the burial of self-doubt, the destruction of excuses. Becoming the person they never expected means enduring discomfort they never thought you could handle. They think you're weak because they knew your past version. They don't know the fighter forming inside you now. Chapter 6. Outgrowing your environment. Sometimes, the biggest obstacle isn't inside you, it's around you. You cannot grow if you're surrounded by negativity. You're surrounded by low standards. You're surrounded by jealousy. You're surrounded by doubt. You're surrounded by people who fear change. Environment shapes identity. If you want to transform your life, start with your circle. If they talk small, you'll think small. If they dream small, you'll dream small. Your habits. Rewrite your daily routine, and you rewrite your future. Your inputs. What you watch, read, scroll, and listen to shapes your mind. Your discipline. Your success depends more on consistency than talent. You can't stay in the same environment and expect a new identity. Chapter 7. How to build a new you. Here's where we shift from emotional to practical. If you want to become unrecognizable in 1 year, here are the exact steps. First, choose the identity you want. Ask, who do I want to become in 1 year? Write it down. Your future identity must have clarity. Second, build systems. not motivation. Motivation fades, systems stay. Example, don't say I will get healthy. Say, I will follow a 30-minute daily routine. Third, destroy one limiting habit. Start with one, just one. The version of you they expect you to be is held back by one major habit. Break it. Fourth, create new non-negotiables. Successful identities are built on non-negotiables actions. Wake up time, learning time, workout time, self-discipline habits, silence moments, no drama, no toxic relationships. Fifth, guard your mind like a fortress. Your mind is the factory that builds your future. Control your inputs. Curate your environment. Protect your peace. Chapter 8, how people will react to your transformation. Here's what's coming. Prepare for it. First, some will be proud of you. They will support you. These are your real ones. Keep them close. Second, some will be confused. They won't understand. That's okay. They're not meant to. Third, some will be jealous. Your growth exposes their stagnation. Ignore them. Fourth, some will try to pull you back because the old you made them comfortable. Let them go. Fifth, some will reconnect when you succeed. Be polite, but never forget who disappeared when you needed support the most. Transformation is not just becoming someone new. It's outgrowing who no longer deserves access to you. Chapter 9, when you finally become the person they never expected. One day, you will wake up and realize that you are no longer defined by your past self. Your thoughts changed, your habits changed, your identity changed, your choices changed, your environment changed, your energy changed, and suddenly, you speak differently, you walk differently, you think differently, you live differently, you become the person they never expected you to be. And that moment will feel surreal. Because the biggest transformation in life is not changing your circumstances, it's changing your identity. Chapter 10, what to do after you transform. Your growth isn't the end, it is the beginning. After becoming unrecognizable, your next step is continue improving. Your new identity must be maintained. Growth doesn't pause. Inspire others. Your journey will awaken someone else's. You become a light. Build a legacy, not for fame, but for meaning. Guard your new identity. Never slip back to who you used to be. Stay humble. The greatest people are those who never forget where they came from. The final stage of self-improvement is not success. It's purpose. There will come a day when the people who doubted you won't recognize the person you've become. Not because you changed overnight, but because you finally became the version of yourself you were always meant to be. A version built in silence. A version built with discipline. A version built under pressure. A version built when no one was clapping. A version built when no one believed. Your story is not defined by who you were. It is defined by who you choose to become next. So become the person they never expected. Not out of revenge, not out of pride, but out of respect for the future version of you who is waiting to live. Because one day, when they say, "I never thought you could become this," you will smile gently and respond, I always knew. Alright, if you had fun listening to this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button, as well as the bell button for you to get notified whenever I posted a new video. And also share the good vibes, and don't forget to drop a comment. What are your thoughts about this topic, and what are your biggest takeaways from tuning in to this channel? And lastly, what do you want to talk about next? Write it in the comment box below. Thank you, and see you in our next video. Bye-bye.